Mommy's attention. Hey guys. Hey everybody, I'm a minute early. I hope that's okay. I couldn't wait any longer. I missed you guys. It's been a whole week. A whole week. Hey everybody. So happy to see everyone. Gizmo, say hi. Say hi everybody. Say hi. Mommy dressed me up like a cat today. I'm wearing a tiger outfit. I had a long week, you guys. I got my store up and going. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to see you guys. I missed everybody. Missed everybody like crazy. I didn't have any lives last week, but we did get the store up and going, and I'm open for business. I'm going tomorrow, Monday, to do like a walkthrough video, so I can take everything online so you guys can see everything and do orders and all that stuff. But anyways, all right, guys, so happy to be here. Let me go back up to the top so I can say hi to everyone. I feel like I haven't been here in forever. Okay, who joined us today? Hi, Sam. We got Sam here today. Lisa's here. Jen's here. Mama Bear, hi. There's my bestie. Nice to see ya. Let's see. We got a small crowd today. That is okay. We got Beachcomber here. Yay. So happy. Beverly's here. Peggy's here. Yay. All right. Well, you guys, we're here today to talk about the Fool's Journey, which is kind of like the concept of tarot, right? I'm sure you guys have all. Oh, hi, Sasha. Nice to see you. So the Fool's Journey, basically the whole concept of tarot. So the last class, you guys, the first class, I hope I did okay. I'm new at this. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to learn how to be a teacher in the process. I'm getting something out of this too. Let me fix this just a little bit. There we go. Now I feel like I'm looking at you guys eye to eye. So the first class, we just basically talked about the history of tarot, like where it derived from, kind of where it came from. That's kind of an important thing to know, I felt. Where did it even come from in the first place? I'm going to have you guys also please excuse the fact that I have to wear these compression gloves. My hands are killing me from putting the store up last week. My arthritis was screaming at me. So if I'm going to be messing around with cards today, I figured I'd wear these, make it a little bit easier or less painful, maybe, hopefully. So... But it is up and running, and I'm so happy to have that done, and I feel like I can relax and I can get back to the lives and doing what I do and not neglecting you guys, because I feel like I neglected you guys last week. So, all right. Starting with Major Arcana and card 0, which is the Fool card. So, you know what I did right before this live? I went into a bunch of my decks and just pulled out a bunch of different Fool cards pulled out the Fool card from a bunch of different decks, because I feel like they all have different messages and give different take on the Fool card. Now, this is just a few. Sam says, I never neglect this. Oh my gosh, thank you, Sam. I felt like it last week. I felt so bad. So Tuesday night, I wasn't even here till, oh my gosh. Okay. Just let me say, this girl is not used to working 12-hour days, especially 5 of them back to back. So it was a long week. I had a down day on Thursday where things kind of caught up with me. So I took that day. But it's done. And now I can come back and I won't be neglecting you guys. But I'm here because this is important to me. Tarot is my main form of divination, aside from... Hi, Mama Bear. Aside from just my connection with my guides, my connection, that I basically chose this lifetime to be kind of have it access to it for this lifetime. I don't know if I've done every lifetime that way, but in this lifetime, I came here with pre-planned the ability to, just have access to my senses and not have to reach a certain vibration in my life path before it came available to me, which is what's happening for a lot of us out here. During this big awakening through the planetary shift, people's abilities, their intuition, their clear senses are waking up, because they are putting in the work. They're doing the shadow work. They're waking up. They're filtering the truth from the fact from the fiction and coming into their truth and going in and people are actually desiring to be on this healing journey, and they're not doing it because they have to. They're doing it because they want to. That makes a big difference in raising your vibration. Once you get to that, wherever it is you planned it out, and I can't tell you what that is. That's your plan you made before you got here. Whatever your plan was, I want free will to take me, here's the realm of possibilities. I want, this is ultimately free will here. That's the main law of the universe here. Number one law here in this dimension is free will, and honoring free will. That's why we can ask our guides to help and influence us, but we can't depend on them fully to do everything for us. We have to, it's a co-creation thing with our intuition and our guides, creating the answers and the messages we need. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is everybody out there has planned within their life plan. People call it different things. Everybody out there has planned to wake up to themselves at certain. They just want to experience this without access to the third eye, or I want to experience this without, first. It's a different experience if you don't have access to all of your senses when you experience something, or if you do. So I'm noticing, and I'm reading for a lot of people that people are putting in the work, and people's waking up to their. So one of the things that I want to teach, I don't want to just teach you guys how to read tarot. I don't want to just tell you guys, okay, here's the cards, here's what they mean. When you flip them out, this is what you could be here seeing. I want to teach you guys how to read tarot intuitively. I want to teach you guys how to read tarot through your third eye, through your own soul. Nobody, I don't think a lot of people do it. I could be wrong. But I noticed that a lot of the readers out there are just reading the meanings of the cards off. Maybe they're waiting for their intuition, that part of it, to kick in. I don't know. But I don't even think I could I couldn't read the level I do if I didn't put my intuition comes first into it. So that's my goal here, is to teach you guys how to read tarot using your intuition, not just your brain and, the human brain on what the cards mean. Okay. So let's start with the Fool card. So I'm going to show you guys a few of them that I have here. I read somewhere in here, someone had said something about the light seers. So I'm just going to show you a few of these because there's different takes on the Fool card. The Fool card is card 0, is number 0. So it is a 78 card deck, but it is actually 79 because it starts with a 0. So the Fool card is the 0. 0 is new beginnings. This is new beginnings. So what is the Fool's journey? The Fool's journey is the Fool. This is you. This is the querent. This is the person you're reading on, or this is you. If you're doing self-exploration is for your reasoning for tarot. This is you at the beginning, 0 at the beginning. I see 0 as when I look at tarot intuitively, I see 0 as many things symbolically, but one of the things I see 0 is as a portal. This is a portal. 0 is a portal that you can go through that can take you anywhere, So that is one thing. That is one thing is the Fool card is the basic, I guess, is trusting, is having trusting in life, being trusting. So for me, the feeling the Fool card evokes for me is trust, new beginnings, trust, optimism, risk, adventure. Those are the meanings behind the Fool. Now I brought in one of these. I got something to show you guys too. I brought in this learning deck again because it's got so much information on the cards. I don't know if you guys got this deck. I did read someone has the Light Seers deck. But I like these. They're so cool. Look at all that information. But check this out. I was digging through my cards, all of my my bins of cards, to take a bunch over to my store. And I found this really cool deck that I forgot I had. And I thought I'd show this just real quick because maybe not this exact deck, but this might be some helpful for some people. You can order tarot decks that come with the basic Rider-Waite artwork is still on there, but see how there's just a few keywords on the bottom? I do recommend, they didn't have that when I was learning tarot. I recommend that you get yourself, beginner readers, get yourself a deck that has keywords on it. Absolutely, that's going to help you learn faster that way. But I thought that was really cute. So it's like a little pink, I don't even know who it's by. Sishui? I don't know. But anyways, another cute one. Yeah, so get yourself a deck with some keywords on it. I feel that will help. Okay, the Fool, new beginnings, spontaneity, innocence, a leap of faith, opportunities, unlimited potential, fresh hope. Let's see, new pathways, new adventures, beginnings. So let's just go off of the basic Rider-Waite picture here. Because this is like the base for tarot, right? Like this is what most of the decks, most of the authors will have some kind of a version of the Fool card. So here with the Light Seers, we've got her doing the trust fall. That very much represents the Fool going off the edge of the cliff. And we'll talk about the symbolism on the card too in a minute. But see, there's one way of being the Fool, of taking, the plunge, fearless action. So here's another one here. So there is one thing I noticed on the Rider-Waite. There's the little dog. The little dog accompanies him on the Rider-Waite. Let me find him here. There he is. It's kind of hard to see, but there he is right there. So the dog is also an important symbol for tarot. On this one, she's got a deer with her, but still standing with arms wide open, with the universe around her, the possibilities. Here we've got another one. This one's standing out looking at the ocean. It looks like a penguin. They usually have some kind of a little friend with them. This is very common representation for the Fool, is standing on, a mountaintop. So the dog represents loyalty and protection. The little dog or the animal, whoever there is accompanying you on the card, the Fool on the card. See here, we've got Alice in Wonderland. She's got the little rabbit. Even this deck I got, which is the Starborn Arcana, very different than any normal tarot. It's an astronaut guy, but he's got a little robot friend. So they're always represented by like protection, and loyalty. Loyalty is a lot of it for that. The mountains, usually the mountains in the back. Now, what did I just put that down for? I need to look at it again. The mountains in the back. The mountains represent the challenges, the obstacles. The Fool starts at 0 and goes through the major arcana, experiencing each one of those things one at a time. As he goes through the Fool's journey, he journeys through all those archetypes, what are the major arcana. So if you pull the Fool card, this is generally new beginnings. This could be taking the plunge, not overthinking, fearless action. So the 0, like I said, portals, possibilities, new beginnings. The sun that's in the card as well. There's a sun here in the corner. The sun represents optimism, being optimistic as you're going into it. The cliff edge, this is risk. See how he's standing on a cliff edge there? Sorry. This represents taking risk. Even the symbolism of his posture, the posture that they normally have, I've been showing you in these cards. The arms open. Even the posture is symbolic on the Fool card for being open and receptive. The dog, loyalty, protection, optimism. So yeah, the Fool card can represent like youthful excitement and like a zest for life and having trust in the ultimate outcome. So let me see something. Where's that one thing I was going to say? Okay. The Fool card represents when you're giving advice or when you're doing a reading on someone else and the Fool card comes in for that person, you may want to give the advice that maybe it's time that they step outside of their comfort zone. Maybe it's time that they take a few risks. Instead of over analyzing, maybe it's time that they take the plunge and they trust in the bigger picture or the final outcome. But that's like the energy around the Fool card. So let me read what it says on this one. It says, the upright position of this card depicts a new journey where it will be filled with optimism, wonder, and courage. You may be weighing your options and risks out. Let me grab my glasses. I can't believe I actually read that without them. Okay, Uranus is the planet associated with the Fool card. Yeah, Sam, innocence. Yes. And it is an air element as well. So there is that. What else? What am I missing here? New beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneity, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, and opportunity. So the Fool card is the beginning. This is when we get the Fool card. This is telling us it's time to make some moves. It's time to take some risks, follow some dreams, maybe go through some open doors. Like I said, the Fool card makes me think of like the portal. The Fool card, maybe embrace parts of yourself that you haven't before, but there's always a companion with the Fool card. So if you don't have, for me, this is symbolic of myself, my higher self. My companion is my higher self. I mean, obviously I have a dog, but when I'm reading tarot and I pull the Fool card on myself, the companion that's with me is my guides, my higher self. So that's probably different for everybody. But okay, I'm going to ask a few questions, you guys. So wait, let me just catch up a little bit real quickly first, because I feel like I'm out of the loop with you guys. I don't know how far up it's going to let me go. Okay, Lisa said, I popped off for a bit, but I'm back. Looking forward to this. Awesome. I just love seeing the conversations. Lisa says, mine's the Smith Waite Tarot deck. Okay, good. You're absolutely brand new, Lisa. Okay, so this is why I wanted to start with just the history of tarot, the basic concept and the structure of the deck with the first class. And then I just wanted you, each class is going to be each card one at a time. That might take us a while, but I feel like we should really like donate one class to each card. So with the Fool card being the first one, this is a new beginning, a new journey for all of us. So we all represent this card today. This is all of us today, just sitting here, which is really cool. So do you guys have notebook, paper, pen, something to write with? I hope you guys brought that along with you to the live. If not, go grab it real quick, because I'm going to ask you guys a few questions and I need you to write some stuff down. Yeah. The three main themes. If one thing that I've learned with tarot is that the cards can mean so much. So in the beginning, when you very beginning start learning how to read, try to limit yourself to the main themes, like the three main themes: new beginnings, trust and optimism, risk, and an adventure. Okay. So there you go. That's like the three main themes of the Fool. Try to keep it. I mean, it'll add on over time as you learn it, but try to keep it to like three main themes. I feel like three gives enough of a well-rounded to cover the basic bases. So start with three main themes and really just kind of stick to that. So what does the Fool card mean? And if you pull it in reverse? So everything I just said: fresh hope, optimism. This is holding yourself back. In reverse, this is holding yourself back. This is indecision. This is hesitation, recklessness, fearlessness, bad choices, risk taking, which risk taking is a double-edged sword because it can be good and it can be bad. And that's where your intuition comes in, right? So that's where the intuition comes in. So when you pull the Fool card on yourself and you're being told new beginnings, I need to make a new start. I need to be trusting in this process that's being in front of me. Okay, just because it says it on the card, that's an invitation to go within and explore that intuitively. So when you pull the Fool card, you know the basic themes: new beginnings, trust and optimism, risk and adventure. Okay, how do I feel that on the inside for myself? Okay, how am I going to say this? Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm new to this. Please bear with me. How do guides please come in? Okay, you know what? I'm calling in my guides and protectors, angels, ancestors of the love and light only. I forgot to call you guys in. Calling you guys in right now to help me with this class. I'm asking for a connection to the God source energy, and I'm asking for everyone else to have that same connection as well. And I'm asking for protection to be placed around that connection while we're here so that we can remain safe and divinely protected within that God source energy. So be it, so it is. How could I have forgotten, you guys? That's how busy I am. Okay, I think it'll be better now. I was a bit starting to struggle there. That's how much I depend on my guides. Okay, so what I was trying to say is this. When you pull a card, any card, and today we're starting with the Fool, first you have to acknowledge in your head what that card means, the basic concepts. You can dig deeper into it after you've kind of intuitively grabbed what is there energetically for you in that moment. Okay, so like I'm pulling, I'm doing a reading, I'm pulling the card, I pull a Fool card. Okay, so in my mind I'm thinking, okay, this is new beginnings, this is trust, this is optimism, this is taking a risk, this is a new adventure. So I've got that basic knowledge in my head. Now I got to pull it in intuitively and ask myself, now how does this apply to me? What new adventure, what new beginnings, what is it that I need to have trust in? Okay, so then intuitively your mind's going to take you to something and you're going to go, oh, okay, I was offered a raise, or I was offered a promotion. Okay, so I'm getting the Fool card because Spirit's telling me I need to take the plunge. Does that make sense? You intuitively, you pull it down into you. Now, when you're reading on somebody else, if you don't know them or you don't know their energy and you pull the Fool card and you go and you try to feel on it intuitively, that's where I start getting the mental impressions. I ask my guides, I'll say, in my head, usually I would say it a million times during a reading if I said it out loud every time. But in my head, I say, okay, show me what I need to know about this card. How does it connect to this individual or this energy or this situation? How does it connect? My guides start showing me things in my mind. And then once you ask, you have to really pay attention and listen. I experience things in different ways. Sometimes I'll smell something, I'll hear something. I'll think about a song or a color. I'll see a color flash in front of my mind or something. But usually, what they're showing me is something that is associated with my understanding of that or how what it means to me, if that makes sense to you. So, like, if someone's trying to show me somebody who is going with the flow, right? They're going with the right with they're not holding themselves back, but they're doing the journey, and they're going with the flow. So if I ask my guides to show me through the Fool card where they are on their stage or how this card intuitively pertains to them, my guides will show me a river flowing, right? So in my mind, I know, okay, that's a river, that's a flow. Okay, so it's moving. There's no dam there. There's nothing stopping that water from going. It's moving. So I make the association in my mind with the pictures that I'm shown. Yeah, I'm super sensitive to them because I've been doing this my whole life. So a lot of times people will miss those things, and the guides will just keep showing you things and showing you things, trying to help you understand what you're trying to understand, if that makes sense. So this is an invitation to embrace a carefree spirit. So I want you guys to write down, I want you guys to think of a time when you were enjoying like a new beginning or like a new fresh start. So like think of a time when you were starting and joining had that new fresh beginning or maybe possibility or adventure that you want to take that for whatever reason you just haven't done it, and it's kind of pending in the back of your mind. Or think of a time when you did it, you had a new beginning or an opportunity for a new beginning or a new adventure or a trust fall. You're given, the opportunity to do a trust fall. Now, I want you to write down number one, if you trusted in that and you just went with it and you embodied the Fool energy and it was a trust fall and you went with it, I want you to write underneath of that for A, what was the outcome for you? Was it a good outcome? Was it a bad outcome? What did you learn from the situation? What was the outcome for you? So did it Did it bring something to your life? And when I say bring something, that doesn't always mean something good. Okay. Did it bring something to your life? What kind of experience did taking the plunge, trusting the Fool energy, going with the flow, what did that bring to your pathway? So write that one down first. And then go underneath of that one when you're done. And you guys don't have to do it right now, but when you're done, go underneath of that one. And for B, I want you to write down, if you didn't take the new beginning, if you didn't take the plunge, if you were too scared to do the trust fall, if something stopped you in your tracks and you just haven't, what do they call that? Failure to launch? Yeah, failure to launch. I want you to write down what it is that's stopping you from taking the Fool energy in. So do those two things and then read what you wrote and see what you feel intuitively about your answers. Do you feel an alignment with the decision you made? Or do you feel like you made a mistake by either taking the plunge or not taking, the risk? If you do not feel an alignment, it was the wrong decision and you need to rethink that and maybe make a different decision next time. If you feel like, okay, I did it, I learned good, I learned bad, then that's called alignment. Then you learned something from it. Okay, guys? I hope that made sense. I sure hope that made sense because I don't know if I'm making sense today. Okay, let me catch up. Let's see. Jen Finn says hers is a tiny print booklet. Okay. There's a book out there you can get from Amazon that I recommend. I don't know what happened to mine. I think I gave it away, but it's called All You Need to Know About Tarot is the name of the book. Everything You Need to Know About Tarot. I think it's probably about $30. But it is the best. It's like the tell all for tarot. If you're somebody that collects a lot of, like the little generic decks, those little guidebooks that come with the little teeny guidebooks that come with the generic deck, they're generally pretty general. Yeah. You think that's in your Amazon cart waiting? That's funny. Big recommend. Mama Bear says, I made the wrong, but I learned never to be a nanny again. So look, you didn't have maybe you didn't have the outcome that some would have wanted. Maybe you didn't walk away with a big smile on your face. Maybe you learned what's not good for you. It's not in alignment for you, but you still embodied the Fool's energy. You still took that chance. So another thing with the Fool and the symbolism, I want to talk about the symbolism a little bit. Do you see what he's got in his hand? This is something that's remarkable for me with the Fool card a lot. You see what he's got in his hand? He's got a staff with like a little bag on it, right? This is everything he owns in the world in that time. So he's packing pretty light. So that's symbolic of when you start your journey out, do not start with an overfull plate when it comes to whatever your journey is going to be, right? Like pack light because you don't know what you're going to pick up along the way. And, it might be too heavy to go very far. So I have always really enjoyed that about the Fool card. Also, too, so he's got one hand holding the staff with his little bag, and on the other hand, he's holding his hand out like this, and there's a little tree or a plant or sorry, my camera's so terrible, but this is a new sprout or a new, planting seeds or planting a seedling, but this is also fresh, new growth. And I love that too. So I don't know if you guys noticed that about it. I love the sun. The sun is my favorite card in tarot. So whenever I see it appear in the other cards, I love it. Sun is optimism. So, okay, let me see if I got to all of my notes here, and then I'm going to see what you guys have to say about okay, one more thing for your homework. So the two things I asked you to write down and stuff for your own notes, this is for your own tarot learning journal. These notes are for you. You learn off them. We absorb, as humans with the analytical brain, with the brains that we have, we tend to absorb and retain when we write things down. We tend to absorb and retain them. That's why I'm always telling everybody to journal. That's really important. I want to talk about real quickly. I want to talk about the dark side of, because every card in the deck has a light side and a dark side, upright, reversal, however you want to put it. So with the Fool card, the dark side of the Fool card could be being too trusting, being too naive, too easy to fool or take advantage of. It could be being too willing to take a risk, um, not really assessing everything. It can be, like I said, a double-edged sword, because in the Fool energy, you don't want to overanalyze and then stop yourself. But at the same time, you don't want to over assess everything, or you don't want to under assess everything and not take important things into consideration, along the way too. For me, I think my dark energy associated with the Fool card has been the fact that it's easy for people to take advantage of me. I'm very giving. I'm very loving. I just want to help. I want to see people be happy. I like giving people things, because when they receive gifts from me and they open them, it's like a drug for me to feel their energy, that the energy that they feel in that moment, receiving a gift from me, especially if it's for no reason. Okay. It's a little bit different if it's an obligatory gift, the energy that comes out. But if it's for no reason and I just give a gift, it's actually almost like a drug. That the energetic feel I get when that person receives it, I'm connected to that. So I feel it too, but so I tend to be overly giving sometimes because of that. It's almost a selfish thing. I'm giving to be selfish, if that makes sense, because I love that feeling. I'm addicted to it. People do tend, the video I sent you, awesome. People do tend to take advantage of giving, people with a giving, trusting nature. So I do tend to be a little overly trusting. That's where my intuition has to come in. And I have to remind myself all the time that, to keep doing intuition checks on situations and stuff. But yeah, there can be a dark aspect to the Fool card. It could be definitely holding ourselves back. It could be stopping ourselves from taking important, like vital, important decisions and pathways in our healing process, that are healing journey, that are vital for our growth. So it is actually really an important card. The Fool card is like one of the most important cards in the deck, because this is us. This is us. This is the beginning. This is us starting the journey. So the overall wisdom of the Fool card: see the possibilities in life, be willing to take chances, be willing to take a few risks, get outside of your comfort zone. That's like the wisdom of the Fool card for you there. So here's another really pretty one. She's got a white wolf. I love this. This is the Tarot of Enchantment, I think. Pretty sure it's the Tarot of Enchantment. But what I love about this one is the open doorway. It is amazing, but it's not just an open doorway. It's a book. Can you see the writing on the page here? So it's actually like a book that's an open doorway. So the other thing about the Fool card is it is the Fool's journey. The Fool's journey is your story. It's your book. It's your story. So it's also the beginning of you creating your story, writing your story. The Fool card is really, really important. So if the Fool card's in a dark energy, this is not creating a life. This is not creating our story. This is not becoming our full highest potential. So it starts with the Fool, you guys. It starts from there and it goes forward. And yeah. So I hope that made sense for you guys. Uranus is the planetary alignment, or the planetary connection there. And like I said, air sign. So the air sign is very in your head. So this is not getting stuck in your head. Oh, sorry. There's hubby. He says hi. Yeah, he can't be stuck in the bedroom the whole time I'm in here, I guess. So he says hi from over there. Sam R. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys start asking questions. And Sam R., I'm going to start with yours. Yours says, so in reverse, could it be what's holding you back, etc.? Yes, absolutely. So in reverse, the fool's energy in reverse is holding yourself back. Yes. I know, Mama Bear, he won't. I've tried so many times to try to get him to come on and say hi to you guys. He's shy. And isn't that weird? Because he's a drummer. He's a drummer. He's a musician. But when he's up on that stage, he's hiding behind his kit. Seriously, though, I've tried. He doesn't. Someday, you guys, let's speak it into existence. Mr. Crystal needs to come and hang out with us, right? Okay. There it is. I put it out there. He did say hi, yes. He had to, I think he grabbed some milk or juice or something, but he had to slip past real quick. All right, so does anybody have any questions? Any questions about the Fool card? Or I'm sitting here, I'm asking my guides, can you give me more words describing how to connect the intuition with the analytical mind? It is just absolutely intention as well. I forgot to mention that. Okay, my guides are reminding me. It is very important that when you're doing a reading that you do set the intentions. So as I do this reading, my intention is to get this information for this person or myself. Help me to interpret the cards in the way that best suits the energy in the moment, or what I need to hear for my highest good. That's really important too. I can't say it enough. Intention is everything, everything. Because you can pull cards all day long and lay them out on the table, but if your guides don't know what you're looking for, they're the impressions, the feelings, the clear senses, they're just not going to be there. They're not going to be sharp. They're going to be random. They're not going to stick to anything, and you're not going to understand what they mean, what they go to. So always, you guys, always set your intentions first. That has to be number one. When you go to do a reading, when you go to do any kind of introspection, any kind of self-exploration, or readings for others, always make sure you set your intentions first. Let your guides know what they need to be showing you. Also, too, I speak to them inside my head all the time. I probably say maybe a quarter of my communication with my guides while I'm doing a reading, anyone's watching me or not. About a quarter of the communication that I have with them is verbal. Most of it is in my head. And so, especially if I pull 3 or 4 cards at once, now I'm trying to rein in, 6 basic energies, or 9 basic energies for these 3 cards. So, but that comes with time and practice too, being able to quickly make the associations. I do not suggest that anybody in beginning stages does multiple card readings. I suggest that you guys start with a 1 or a 2 card reading, and you do only 1 or 2 card readings until you get to know your cards, at least basic, the basic energies of the cards. Otherwise, you're going to overwhelm yourself, and it'll be almost like your brain will stop being accepting of trying to learn it. That's like an overload that happens, and it kind of can cause a shutdown. So start with 1 card pulls every day. Pull your card and then go and research what that card means. But always take your intuitive feeling, your energetic, intuitive take on that card. Always take that into consideration, because it's almost like you're only halfway reading if you only just read what's on the card. Read what's in your heart, in your energy. Lisa Mack says, I'm terrible for doubting myself and questioning what comes intuitively. I kind of don't believe my own mind. So what you need to do, Lisa, if I was you, if I was in your position, I would go to my guides, and you can do it 1,000 times throughout your reading if you need to. But you need to go to your guides and say, please make this clear to me. Please remove my doubts. Give me a sign that this is the right direction, or I'm interpreting this correctly, or I'm interpreting it incorrectly, or maybe there's no message here for me. So I get a thing that happens in my mind. If I pull a card and it doesn't fit, I mean, sometimes cards come out that don't really pertain. Um, that can be a shuffling issue. It can be sometimes cards come out and I completely misinterpret them and my brain's just not getting it. I get a symbol in my mind of a big red circle with an X through it. I call that the red X. And a lot of times, I'll even ask my guides, am I allowed to read on this person or this situation? My guides really don't care if I read on people, but there are some low vibrational situations my guides just don't want me messing around with. And I'll ask, like, am I allowed to check into this energy? Can I read on this person? I'll get that red X and I trust that. I trust that. So you have to ask for it. So our guides are here to influence us, and they definitely are here to help us energetically hands-on when we ask for it, but they can't do anything for us. They can't correct our actions or it's a co-creating thing that we work with our guides. It's a energetic exchange when you're reading and you're calling your guides in to help you through it. And be very careful that when you're reading tarot and you're opening your mind and you're opening your energy to receive from your guides, be very careful that you're placing the protections around you, that you're asking to connect with the God source energy, because there you're safe. We're safe and divinely protected within that energy. Nothing can hurt us, right? So that you can kind of let your guard down and make sure there's no fear attached. Because even if there's a little bit of fear or trepidation, doubt can bring fear. Like fear can even be a fear of failure, right? Like a fear of not being able to do it. So if there's a little bit of underlying fear, or even, some old program-based thinking where someone may have convinced you that it's the devil's work or something like that to look at cards with pictures on them. Okay, so if someone's convinced you of that, that can hold you back from being open and receptive to receiving the psychic impressions, receiving the energetic impressions that come with reading tarot intuitively. As you grow a connection with your cards and you begin to trust what you're seeing in them, that feeling of doubt will start to slowly fade away for you, Lisa. Once you start pulling cards and making the resonating with what you're getting like meaningful answers, that doubt will slowly fall away. I really feel that for you, that will happen for you, Lisa. Okay. So I am picking up on somebody in the chat who does, and I don't think this is you, Lisa, but this is somebody that does kind of deep down in kind of feel like fearful, like it, I'm not sure which one of you guys this is, but maybe someone's feeling like that. Maybe this is a secret that you're learning how to read tarot, or afraid of what people are going to think about you if they know you're doing this. Okay. So you know who you are. You know who you are. If you have even that little shred of doubt in you, or that little bit of fear or worry or trepidation in you, where you're like, ooh, am I making a mistake? Am I opening a doorway here for something bad or anything? If you think that, you could cause that. So maybe reevaluate whether or not everybody is wholeheartedly into this. And that's not even the right way to say it. Just let go of any kind of fear, you guys. Let go of any fear or doubts that you're doing something against God, or doing sinful, and as long as you're placing your protections around and you're calling in that angelic protection and you're asking to be lifted to the God source energy, you ask, lift my vibration to the God source energy and keep me right here with angelic protection while I learn how to establish a connection through the cards. However you want to word it, whatever feels in alignment for you, just ask to be lifted up to that frequency and be kept up there with angelic protection. And then there's nothing to fear. Then you can let go of any kind of fear, worry, stress, doubt, judgment, any of that while you're up there. And it just will be so much more open and receptive to receive and to learn when you can let go of fear or doubt, for sure. Sam says, I'm open to talk about anything with anyone. That's amazing. That's a good place for you to start to be. That's a good start, a good energy for you to be in at the beginning of learning how to read tarot. That is a fantastic energy for you to be in. It's me. My best friend can never know she thinks it's the devil's work. Okay, Mama Bear, I'm feeling it. Definitely feeling it. So that may hold you back a bit. But then again, you know, her opinions about that are obviously oppressing you. So what I would work with there is maybe releasing the effect her opinions have on you, because you can't change her and her opinions, right? That's for her to do, not you. So maybe change the way you let her opinions energetically affect you. Um, and that's hard. That can take some time, definitely. So you hide everything when she comes over. Yeah. See, if you're worried about somebody judging you, you may need to I hate to say this, but I mean, this is what I would do. I've had to do this recently, reevaluate some relationships in my life that no longer felt like they were in alignment. It doesn't mean you go out dumping all your friends. It just means you reevaluate that individual in your life. Maybe in the reevaluation process, you can tell yourself, look, I love me. I accept me. This is something that I desire to do. This is me, you know, um, this is a tool that I am trying to utilize, because it's not it all it is a tool. All they are is a tool to help you learn more about your own divinity, or the universe, or the reality that is us. All they are is a tool. There's nothing evil about these. They're just cards. They're just paper with pictures on them that energetically set us energetically into motion, into a energetically into motion. It's just a tool. Okay, there's nothing evil about it. Now, everything can be taken to a bad place, everything. But what did I say? It's in the intentions. Everything's in the intentions. If you have the highest of intentions to open up a deck of cards because you want to know more about yourself, that's what you're going to learn. There's nothing evil about that. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem with the program thinking and people wanting to believe that it's evil and stuff like that, that is a shutting down. That is a third dimensional, dense, dark, that's what religion is just power and control and greed and corruption, all of that. And in that, they have created the word sin, okay? And they have just attached so much to sin. So Mama Bear, I'm not telling you to end a friendship, or I don't want to cause any problems with your friendship with your best friend at all. But, and like I said, you can't control how she feels about something. Maybe you could explain it to her, or give her your perspective, or, just say, I respect that this is how you feel about it. So when you come over, I will make my place, I'll put my things to where you'll be comfortable in my home while you're here. But this is who and what I am. And if you love me, you'll accept me for who and what I am. Just don't switch or change up faces for individuals. That will leave some energetic cords. That's not, yeah, that'll hold you back a bit. We have to fully accept ourselves on all aspects. Not everybody else has to accept us, but we have to accept us. So it's okay to make adjustments, like put everything away because a certain individual is coming and you want to protect the energy and make her comfortable in the energy, right? Like, that's all okay. But don't let it change who you are inside, and because that will hold you back from being able to really utilize this tool and make it work for you. If you have something in the back of your mind, like doubt or fear, it just won't work that great for you. So that's my advice about that. And Sam says, always be yourself. Yes. Always be yourself. Speaking from experience, because I personally know you, Debbie, I think there is not one single thing about you that needs to be hidden. I think you are such a beautiful, high vibrational individual from inside out. I think that your energy that you project of love and acceptance and support system for the people around you, like the energy you project, is one of Mama Bear. Okay, that's what it is, very much so. So it's hard not to love you. Anyone who can feel energies, it's hard not to be really attracted to your energy. It's hard. And there's a reason why I made a beeline for you and said, zoop, I want you to be my moderator. Your energy is perfect for it. Absolutely perfect for it. I call you the goat for a reason. because you're the best at it. You really are. I think maybe, well, there's a possibility you may be underestimating what her response may be. If this individual knows your heart and she sees that this is something that you are, embracing and that you need for your pathway, maybe she'll be more accepting of it than you think. Choose your words wisely, but definitely protect your energy. But be fully accepting of yourself is the whole point I'm trying to make. We have to love ourselves on all levels, accept ourselves on all levels. Um, so I'm not saying like call her up today and say, hey, guess what I'm doing now? I'm learning how to read tarot cards and I have crystals all over my house. It may need to be slowly introduced. But yes. Yes, Lisa, she's our mama bear. Absolutely. I totally feel when you're not here. It's a totally different energy when you're not here, mama bear. So, mama bear says that she wouldn't be horrible or anything. I support. I had a niggle that she might be right, but I know she's not. Okay, so you thought there she could possibly place a seed of doubt, and you're afraid that she would be right. Okay, I understand that. Yeah. So you need to really talk to your guides. If I was you, I would do some journaling on this and then for like maybe like about a week. So I would, if I was you, I would talk to your guides, do like a 5-minute meditation and with an intentional meditation where you just go in and clear your mind so you can be open to receive. But if I was you, I'd be like, you know, is there a reason that I need to worry about her doubting or her being right about something? Is there a reason that this is still in my energy? How can I release this doubt? Or why is the doubt there? Is there something I'm not seeing, feeling, hearing I need to take into consideration? Yeah, I mean, talk to your guides. I talk to my guides. I ask them everything. I ask them every single thing. If I feel weird about something or something doesn't feel right to me and I can't peek into the energies and assess it myself and come up with a conclusion myself as to what it feels like, it goes to my guides. I'm like, please help me. Please help me understand this. Please, if I'm misinterpreting this, please help me interpret it right. It's important. Intentions, talking to our guides, and then listening is so important. When you first start learning how to read tarot, you guys are going to be focused a lot on the direct meanings of the cards when they come out. Only basically focus on like the 3 main themes so you don't overload your brain. So the Fool card today, this is opportunities, new beginnings. This is innocence. This is optimism. This is adventure. This is taking risks. This is all the beginning. This is the beginning. And this is going to be a lot of fun. I really look forward to going through this entire deck with you guys. You guys are allowing me to learn how to be a teacher in the process. So this is an energetic exchange. My guides are really happy with that. So, because I was like, man, am I supposed to charge for my time? Because this is like 3 lives now a week, and I just felt the answer to that was that I am getting an energetic exchange because I am actually I'm being taught how to be a teacher, and it's a learning process for me as well. And I appreciate that you guys are giving me the opportunity to do that, just in your interest in some self-exploration using tarot. So, and I think everybody should be exploring themselves. Whatever tool works for you, works for you. And you know what, you guys might get, halfway through this class and decide, I just don't think tarot is going to be it for me. That's okay. At least you tried and now you know, right? So, but it took me years and years, and I didn't have all the cool decks like this out there, which would have been really neat. But that's okay. They have them now, and I can use them to help me to teach you guys. Thank you, Mama Bear, for that positive. Thank you for that confirmation so much. I'm sure I'm doing a million things wrong, but but I'm here, right? And I'm doing it. And hey, let me lead by example, right? Okay, guys, that's going to be the class today. I think my bestie popped out right about the beginning of this because she's an hour away and she's on her way here. So she should be here any minute. But thank you so much, Mama Bear, for helping out, moderating. And thank you guys all for showing up for the class today. I got the store up and running. It was a long week. I'm so tired. And it's been kind of just a day of rest today. A day of rest, a day of saying hi to my friends here. And I will be back doing the lives, the regular readings on Tuesday. I promise you. I said I would be there last Sunday. I said I'd see you guys in 2 days, but I lied. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I got really busy. But the hard part's over. And now I just get to go and walk around and peruse and look at all of the crystals and the stuff on the shelves. And it's a dream come true, you guys. I'm really proud of myself. So, yeah, like I said, tomorrow I'm going through with the video camera and do a live walkthrough. I don't know if I'm going to do a live walkthrough, if I'm just, should I do a live walkthrough? Or should I do a recorded one? Maybe I'll do both. Anyways, I want to do a walkthrough and show everybody what's for sale because everything in the store can be purchased online as well and can be shipped. So, and I've had so much fun decorating the cases and figuring out lighting, and I found this really cool idea at the dollar store. I found these hexagon shaped mirrors. You know, like they had like a little black frame, but hexagon shaped mirrors. They're about this big. And I put them on the shelves in the glass case and I set the crystals on them because you can see the underside of the crystal. You don't got to pick it up. You can just look at it and see the reflection of what the crystal looks like underneath. So you don't got to pick it up. And I don't want people picking them up too much. I'm afraid they'll drop them and break them. Anyways, it turned out to be such a great idea. It worked out. So I went and bought a bunch more and I've got all my crystals now sitting on mirrors and you can see them. And anyways, learning process. I'm having a blast. Can't believe I have a store. I've wanted to have I don't even know what to call it. It's kind of like a magic shop, kind of like an art studio, kind of like a jewelry store. It's the Soul Sisters Sanctuary, and I love it there. It is my sanctuary. Okay, guys, I don't know if I'm going to do a live or if I'm going to do a recorded video tomorrow. I might do both. So keep an eye out for that. I'll put a notification and give you guys time to know if I'm going to do it. The days that my store is open is the weirdest days. Okay, so the store is open 24/7 for online. Okay, 24/7. But the physical store itself, so where my store is located is inside a giant mall. It's called the Pacific Avenue Antique Mall. And there's like 80 stores in there. And, you know, each individual person has their own individual store. I'm store number 74. It's so weird because when I first went in there, I looked at the first store, which was so there's all different stores and there's like 3 different like hallways, like main hallways that branch off and then you go to the different stores. So it goes deeper and deeper and deeper into this building. And this place is very popular. The parking lot is packed all the time. Like I've never went there where we have to search for a parking spot. Anyway, so they have expanded and they have built on to the back and made like there used to be a warehouse and they're starting to open that up to make stores out of that area too. They're trying to like make more stores because they're full to the brink. Anyway, so when I got there, I went in there and she walked me all the way. I know it's not lost on me, Sam, believe me. So 11 is justice. I'm a Libra. So yes. Anyways, she walked me all the way to the back and I'm thinking, oh no, they're going to spend their money by the time they get to me. This is deep. So she texts me and she's like, this is the new area. We've expanded back here. So it would be either this store or this one. And she's showing me these. And I said, well, you know, I'm not sure that I'm interested then because I'm afraid no one will see me. I'll just be lost back here somewhere and no one's going to see me. I said, I'm really serious about this. This has got to work for me. I want to make this work for me. And she says, all right, if you're serious, follow me. She walked me all the way back up through the store. It's like a maze, or the building. She walked me all the way back up through the building. through the maze of all the different places. And she took me all the way up to the front. Now, mind you, the whole front of this mall has 11 stores that are prime real estate that have window fronts in them. The rest are all behind the window fronts. So the front part of the building has the 11 first row of stores that have window front. She took me up and she said, if you're serious, I'll give you this store. She said, this store is full of my stuff, but I can take all of this out of here and go put it in a different store. She has a couple of different ones. Go put it in a different store and you can have this one. She said, if you're really serious and you want to make this work for you, then I'll remove everything out of this store and I'll give you this one. So I got prime real estate. Absolutely could not have asked for a better spot. Everyone, and I've met a lot of like the other store owners, and they're like, how did you get that spot? She just gave it to you? And I said, yeah, I told her I was serious. That's all it took. I told her I was serious. I want to make this work for me. And she must have read my energy. I don't know. But she took me straight up to the front and gave me one of the best places, best stores, best spots. So I'm just, and here's the thing, you guys, I got to share something with my friends here, you guys, because listen to this. So Jody is my partner in this, right? Jody, my good friend. So we were that day when we went to go interview Veronica or go talk to Veronica, that's the building owner's name. We went to go talk to her. Before we went into the building, we were sitting in Jody's car in front of the building. And we decided to pray. And we said, hey, God, if this is what we're supposed to do, if this is the thing that's going to serve our highest good and that of anybody else that we come into contact with, if this is what we're supposed to do, make it seamless. Just open the doors, take away any obstacles, just make it so seamless that there's just no doubt in my mind that this is exactly, and have all the signs be there for me too. All those little signs I need all the time, have those show up too, right? I said, this is, just make it seamless for me. You guys, that is exactly what happened. I went in there. I started to have a little bit of worry because of where she took me originally, but that's just where the new open spots are, right? When I showed disinterest in that, she took me straight up and gave me prime real estate. We are assigned a shop number. The number on the wall, the number that this store was already assigned to from the previous person was 65. I liked that because that's 11. That's justice. That's me. That resonated. It felt right, right? So when I went to go sign the lease and do all the paperwork and everything, the number changed. She says, well, that number is not going to work for you. That's associated with the past store owner. So we need to assign you a new number. She said, your number is going to be 74. Still 11. That's what I'm talking about with the signs, right? I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, thank you, spirit guides. That's just another open door. And then I fell into the best thing I found. I went to the Habitat for Humanity looking for shelving. I was looking for a locking lighted glass display case for my crystals, or 2 or 3. I ended up getting 3. Anyways, but I went down to Habitat for Humanity to see if I could find a used one. And they didn't have any, but they did have some shelving that very, very nice, sturdy wood, not particle board, but like real good, solid, sturdy wood shelving. Mind you, I think it came out of a child's room because it was made so well, but it was painted like a giraffe pattern on the side. So I painted over that. Cosmic blue is the color of all the shelving in my store. It's called Cosmic Blue. But anyway, so so the 74, this her opening, just emptying that store out for me, just the shelving I bought cost $33.03 with tax. That's how much that shelving cost at Habitat for Humanity. Then I went back to the store, to the mall the next day, and I said, one of the fellow shop owners here said that you have a warehouse full of all kinds of old furniture, shelvings and display cases and stuff like that for sale. And she said, yes, I have a whole shop full of them. So warehouse. She takes me back to this warehouse where I pick out 3 glass display cases. One of them is huge. So it's huge comes up to about here on me, and it's big, and it's got 3, and it's lighted, so it's like huge, right? Then it's like the size almost of like a little Volkswagen Bug. It's big. Then I got 2 tall ones that are tall and locking. She sold me all 3 of those for $300, which is amazing. And she told me, she's like, if you want to, if you ever leave here, you stop having a store here, and I'll just buy them back from you for the same amount that you paid for them. So it's like I'm not even out money if I don't end up keeping them. Anyways, that's the point I'm trying to make. Just, it's been seamless. It's been amazing. It's been so much fun. And yeah, I'm super proud of myself. I manifested this. And you guys, they told me 10 years ago, you're going to be in a wheelchair. You're going to have somebody coming to take care of you every day. You're going to have to accept help. You're going to have to modify this, that, the other. Yeah, wrong. They told me that, but you know what? Instead, I'm just out here manifesting my best life, right? You guys can do it too. We can all do it. So, all right, guys. I just talked for 5 minutes too long. Mama Bear says Sam Crystal hypnotized her. Was it my eyes? Was it my big blue eyeballs? I hypnotized her. The building owner, her name is Veronica. She's got, I think, 3 of the stores in there are just full of her old antiques and stuff. But she has some of the coolest stuff, you guys. I actually had to buy something, and before I leave, I've got to show you. So hold on one second. Okay, you guys, wait till you see this. So I was in the office printing out price tag stickers off her little printer thing that she lets me use. I need to buy one. And I saw this, and it was sitting like this on the table, and it had this inside of it. And I'm like, oh, I saw this, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? What is that? I turned it around, it's got a wolf on it. That's my spirit totem. I couldn't believe it. Listen to this. Sorry. So apparently you're supposed to leave it out in the sun or warm it up for like 5-10 minutes. This is made out of Rocky Mountain sheep hide. Look at that. And this is like the picture on the front of it is actually made out of natural dye food, like berries and insects. Like, this is all natural. This thing is all 100% natural. Isn't it cool? There's even like weird like pigments in the skin. Like, you can see where the veins were and stuff. Anyways, very cool. I had to get it. I thought it would be fun for drum circle. I don't know if you guys are interested in, or you know what a drum circle is. I don't know if you guys are into like Native American type stuff. My son is Native American. My son's father, who is like my main guide, his name is Jake. He passed away when my son was 6 months old. Jake, my first husband, love of my life, was killed in a car accident. Somebody hit him and killed him and his cousin, and left me a widow at 17 with my baby. But the Native American is I know I have a past life as Native American, but it's just in my soul. So I had to grab that guy. I saw that sitting there, and I was like, Veronica, why is that sitting right there? She said, well, somebody wants to buy it. And they asked me if I would hold it to the end of the day. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, if they don't come and buy that by the end of the day, can I buy it? She said, well, if they don't come get it. Well, I called first thing the next morning. I said, hey, Veronica, did anybody buy that drum? Did they come buy that drum? And she said, no. And I said, hold it. I'm coming to get it. And it's really cold right now because it was just sitting over by the window. It does sound different when it's warmed up. But yes, I have a tattoo on this back shoulder. It's this whole side of my back, and it is a wolf. It's actually an Indian, like an Indian maiden, and there's the moon right here, and she's looking up at the moon. This is me in a past life looking up at the moon, and there's a wolf head coming up like the protector above, and it's a huge tattoo on my back. So the wolf is one of my spirit totems, and the owl is my other one, and I designed that tattoo. But the owl and the wolf, those are my spirit totems and protectors. Yes. I can't remember who it was. I don't think she's here right now. I don't think Karen Danielle is here right now. But Karen Danielle, hi, Lucas. Oh, hi, Lucas. So happy you're here. About a week before I got a reading from you, Crystal, I had a dream where a white wolf entered my dream, which is unusual for me. Wonder if that's connected. Very possible. That's my spirit totem, is the white wolf. Very possible. Absolutely, Lucas. Nice to see you, friend. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to share my cool new drum. And yeah, hey, maybe one of these days I'll do like a Reiki live or a drum circle live, and we'll just listen to the drum. That would be fun for me. I don't know. Would you guys think that's fun? All right. Thank you guys so much for coming today to learn about the Fool card. I'll be back Sunday, and we're going to do card number 1, which is the Magician. That one's going to be fun. I think that one's going to be fun because I'm going to actually, I'm just going to be quiet. You guys will see. I have a surprise for the next class, you guys. All right. Okay. Enjoy the rest of I love you too, Sam. Love you guys so much. Thank you guys so, so much for showing up again and coming. So sorry that I missed 2 lives last week, but I got all the work done, so I don't have to happen again. So, all right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am going to go. Actually, my bestie will be here any minute, and I think we're going to go head out for some dinner. I'm thinking Red Robin. I like their Impossible Burger, their hamburgers. That veggie burger, Impossible Burger at Red Robin actually tastes like a real hamburger. So I think we're going to go have dinner with the besties tonight. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Lifting you all in abundant love and light and high vibration. Blessed be. See you in 2 days.